Have you ever heard about ESG?
Economy something. ESG.
Yeah.
I think it's for sustainability, right?
Yeah, it's a framework used to assess an organization's business practices and performance on various sustainability and ethical issues. And it's coming to Malaysia. I mean,
it's already here.
It's already here, but the framework will be introduced in Malaysia by end of 2023.
Okay.
I'll put on the link here because I have the link right here.
Yeah.
You know why it's bad?
Yeah. Why?
Because it's, first of all, it's targeting the small to medium SMEs, right?
Okay.
And if you, it's like basically in this pyramid, like the higher companies, like if there's thousands companies in Malaysia, there's like 1 or 2, 5, 6 higher companies, so it goes in pyramid like this.
Yeah.
So they target the middle one, the middle company, and the smaller company, which takes about like 80% of the
pyramid
itself. So how does it works?
Is it like a act or
it's like something that let me read it right here. It calculates board diversity, employee safety, and carbon emissions. It includes board diversity, employee safety, and carbon emissions. That's what he said. And you know what? ESG is a score. I'm not sure if it's called like out of 10 or out of 100 or out of thousands, right. But let me read the brief history. In 2006, the UN has enacted the Principle for Responsible Investment, PRI, which means they could outline 6 principles how investors could integrate ESG factors. The point, if you create a company, I'm going to give you points. If you hire in that points, I'm going to invest to you. If you're not, I'm not going to invest to you.
Alright.
It comes with money. If the higher the point is, but how you will get the points, how you could increase the points, that's the question. Factors into their investment. So far, 3,000 investors have signed it on America. And representing over $40 trillion out of that 3,000 companies. But they have 6 outlines. I think you could search what the outlines are, but I want to highlight the outline number 4. I'll read it. Ready? Encourage investments managers to incorporate ESG issues into their decision-making process. Incorporate ESG issues. You might not get it now. So one question is, why should I be worried about ESGs? How much power they have? The UN has power on capital flow, right? Because they have like legislative power and judicial power and financial power. So who's above the UN?
No one.
The NGO. The NGO. So who's funding the NGO? Like there's a lot of funders, right? The government, the foundations, I can say like Rockefeller Group. Right, and then
so the top 1%.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Open Society Foundation. Who invests in Open Society Foundation? George Soros. All right. So the thing is, if you create a company and you want the higher ESG scores, all right. If I'm telling you to go out there and put out LGBTQ in your promotion, you need to. I don't care if you're a CEO or not. You just said it just now in the elevator. You remember? Bud Light, yeah. You know why they push that? You know why they push the LGBTQ? They don't give an F about LGBTQ. But they need to do that
in order for the investors to be happy.
Yes. They're not caring about the customers anymore. They're caring about outside there. Customers, they give you couples quids per month or whatever, but the investors give you billions, billions. So that's how it works. I'm not sure how it was in Malaysia, so I could expect that you could see a lot of advertisement about LGBTQ, and even if we march out there, 1,000 people with signs and stop LGBT, stop touching LGBT, they won't care, because behind closed door they're scared.
They're being pressured.
They're scared of the ESG scores. We haven't seen it yet in Malaysia, but it's coming. So, but when you see, it's actually for emission factor. Is it? Save the country. So, December 2021,
Okay.
Bloomberg found only one out of 155 investment, right? Only one. One of the ESG upgrades was cited as an emission factor. The others goes to probably LGBT, probably and stuff, probably like that.
Okay.
So of course, they, other than ESG, they have like DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and CEI, corporate quality index. You know what corporate quality index is?
Yeah.
Okay. National benchmark tool on corporate policies, practices, and benefits pertinent to LGBTQ employees. The diversity, equity, inclusion. You know, like all right, you going to make a movie.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll give you a paper. Okay, you need to have. The cast need to be 40% gays, 40% lesbians, how many percent blacks, how many percent whites.
Okay.
That's how I control. That's why the movies are now shit movies.
Yeah, the Hollywood movies are
See
getting
See how this establishment is getting they play the money really well, and I think people need to know this because there's a lot of things happen. Your government is not always your savior, right?
Yeah.
They always someone up on the government, even someone higher than that.
Yeah.
And also I have it right here. You know about the top 5 company with ESG scores, which means the higher
The highest scores.
the work there is. Okay, number 5, Bank of America. Not surprising, right?
I'm not surprised.
Number 4, Salesforce. Number 3, Microsoft. Number
Salesforce.
2, Intel. And number 1, Google. And you know, where I've read a YouTube comment where it says that I think we need to shift it to our favor, where the one on the lower ESG we buy the products. The one on the higher ESG points.
That's why I'm going with AMD, man. No more Intel for me.
Yes, and then you know what? People anticipating that Tesla will be on top. No, Tesla actually medium score. He scored like 41. I mean,
Come
there's
on.
81.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, there's 81 amongst the automobile company, right? There's 81 company, and they rank 41. So they're not going with, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll do my shit.
I mean,
Just like X actually is like in the middle. They're
know.
not top tier, right? So that's why I'm staying.
have you
in X.
seen how Elon Musk conducts his
Yeah, he's
business?
a lot of things, but he's not part of the establishment. You can say
fair.
he's sometimes stupid, sometimes or not. Sometimes he do things that questionable. Sometimes I don't like Elon Musk. They make a bad car. It's
But
cool.
I would argue he's fair. I mean, he chooses the right person for the job instead of the person who's right for the job needs to be 40% gays, 40% lesbians, 20% blacks or what. No, he chose the best out of the best.
That's what we do, but that's what we are not going to do because he have monies.
Yeah,
He's
he
Elon
has
Musk. He
monies,
could do it. But the medium company in Malaysia, I'm so scared of whatever happens in Malaysia. So I think
Don't be a sell-off. Right?
how could you when you have a family to feed, you don't have choice.
Yeah,
Somehow. It's going to be hard out there, man.
it's getting bad because you know how our currency is very palatable towards Americans. So toward Americans, toward the British. So they're flocking into our country because it's cheaper labor here. So we're having, if you know out there the audience, we're having Tesla in Cyberjaya soon. So I think because of Elon Musk wants to cut off some labor costs because it will be cheaper here. I mean, if we have like I guess average would be $1,000 for workers here. The labor here, that's cheaper than if he builds one in Indonesia or Singapore.
Singapore especially.
Because you get cheaper labor here. You just pay $1,000 and people will be happy.
Yeah.
That's like 5,000 ringgit here. Almost 5,000 ringgit here. That's like, that's a big number, even for me. So that's why money would be one of the most important factors for what you say ESG implementing here, ESG scores. I guess I've wrote some pieces for the big companies like Fortinet, Dell. I guess some of them already implemented ESG. I think it was Schneider's Electric So they have implemented ESG scores. So but they are like the big MNC company. It's still up there, not yet for the SMBs or SMEs. I sure hope that SMBs don't be a sellout lah. Because I know you guys need money, but you have to think it in the bigger picture. You soon know, like, just stick with your principle.